Hi everyone, Beat Saber just made an announcement that they're going to stop the support for PS4 and PS5. You can read the whole message yourself if you want to pause the video, but simply put, they're just going to stop supporting it from now on forwards. So there will be no new content, no music packs, no shock drops, nothing like that. Multiplayer support will still keep going for a little bit until January 21st, 2026, but all the music packs are done from now on. Like, you can still buy the previous ones and they're all still available, but from now on, new ones won't be there anymore. So obviously, this sucks really bad for PlayStation players, especially PlayStation VR 2 players, because that's kind of new and it's already non-supported anymore for Beat Saber, which is one of the biggest VR games, especially for PlayStation, because it's kind of casual stuff. So then I was wondering, is PSVR 2 really doing that bad that they're going to stop supporting it? Well, people thought it was doing well. If you see here, it's selling nearly 5 times more than last year after the sale holiday, which was the end of 2024, which you can see here as well in the graph. It did like very well in around Christmas time. There's even an article made by IGN talking about the price decrease in March, I think it was, and that is a pretty good price deal compared to when it was launched before at $600. Now, if I search for it myself, I can find it around like 450, 400-ish maybe. So that deal, of course, isn't there anymore where it's 350 or something. So it did well for a little bit, but then after that, it started to go down pretty fast. So now all these PSVR 2 players are stuck with their headset and unsupported Beat Saber. So if you're one of these people that only have a PSVR 2, what can you do now? So one thing you could do is sell your PSVR 2 for like a little bit less than the original price. Let's say like 300, 200, something like that. And then add a few $100, I think like 100 or 200, to get a MetaQuest 3S or a 3. Since those are probably a very good deal now, or maybe at the end of this year, because there's some leaked stuff about Meta canceling the MetaQuest 4 because they're going to try something new, a bit like Big Screen Beyond 2. If you don't know what Big Screen Beyond 2 is, it's basically just a very small headset made by a kind of niche company or a smaller company, which has been a very big replacer for a lot of PC VR players that used to have like an index or something. And people are speculating that Meta is going to do something like this, or like an in-between of a MetaQuest 4 and this, which also means that the MetaQuest 3 and 3S are going to be supported for even longer now. Because the 3 and 3S exist, the 2 doesn't get supported as much, and then if 4 exists, the 3 and 3S don't get supported as much as well, blah, 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 blah. So I think the MetaQuest 3S and 3 are a very good deal right now, but it's completely up to you. They're around the same price as a PSVR 2, but of course you also have to have like a separate PlayStation to use the PSVR 2, and some people probably bought the PlayStation 5 because they can use the PSVR 2 on it, which is a bit more difficult to sell both of those just for another headset, so... But it's possible that other games are also going to stop their support for PSVR and PSVR 2. Since I don't think Beat Saber made this decision lightly, and I don't think they like to do this either. But this probably has something to do with higher ups like Meta and Sony and stuff like that. If anything, Beat Saber would probably like to keep PlayStation VR support, because those are the people that don't have modded custom songs and stuff like that. They're very much more likely to buy music packs. So another option what you can do if you don't want to sell your headset, which is very understandable, you can try and find a good deal for a gaming PC that supports VR. Which does suck if you already have a full-on console like a PlayStation 5 to support VR. But I'm saying this because PlayStation VR 2 and PC is not a very bad idea anymore. Which I know because a friend and a fellow creator, Noam, made 2 videos about PlayStation VR 2 on PC, and saying that it's actually pretty good now. So make sure to watch these 2 videos, I'll have them in the description as well. They'll probably explain a lot more than I can do. But those are the 2 routes that you can take from what I know. There might be another solution out there, I'm not sure really. It depends really on what your budget is, and if you still like your PSVR 2 and still want to use it, stuff like that. But yeah, I hope not many more games will have to make this announcement where they have to stop complete support for PlayStation. But of course, you're still able to play Beat Saber, so maybe casual players that play on PlayStation VR 2 don't really mind this that much. I'm not really sure. I think they're quite into the music packs over there, so I think this is quite a big deal. If you do decide to buy the Quest 3 and 3S, make sure to use my link in the description here so you can get an extra $30, which is basically Beat Saber for free. Hopefully this helps a bit with the extra cost that you have to do to get a new headset or stuff like that, because I can imagine that sucks. If there's any other news that I missed, please make sure to put it in the comments down below, and I hope to see you later. Bye bye, guys!